Yay, more tunnels. Okay, so for this week's update, we have a variant of Rush tunnels. We have a new sub-weapon for Assault, that being a grenade launcher, and we have a motion tracker for Recon instead of a zipline. Some interesting updates, but let's get into the rest of the stuff here. Okay, so we have some fixes to go over first, some boring stuff before we get to the meat and potatoes. CPU performance was made better. Steam Link players now experience haptics 100% of the time. Explosions do not kill through indestructible objects anymore, and you can put C4s back on the detonators in Rush. Medkits also work in water now. Ziplines, you can grab them properly. Genesis 12's laser sight is available properly. The C4 position is no longer static when the tank head rotates for the turret side of it. The variable scope properly zooms in now. The repair toolbar is fully functional. The Humvee horn should work now. The AA cannon can properly rotate up and down the full distance now, and it has better hit registration. Boat particles now update for everyone, not just the driver, and you can no longer get stuck in a beached boat. You can no longer clip through walls in tunnels on an ATV. There are no longer some distorted textures in Siberia. You can properly mute yourself. Attachments now show the proper unlock status. And there is no longer a gear icon for any weapons that do not have attachments, like the rocket launcher. Some quick improvements: the Clav 6 and MC10 have more recoil now. The PT90 has better reloading, and the Zipline has a fixed preview, to my understanding. On to the fun part, the additions. When you hold your breath as a recon, you now have a smoothing out of it instead of it just snapping to the position where your hands actually are. There is vehicle respawn delay in Rush for the attackers, so now the defenders can no longer steal vehicles between objectives. Spawn beacons have a UI color now. Red is for your own, green is for your squad, and blue is for your team. That is when it's in the environment. Now on to the big part of the update. There is, first off, the motion tracker on Recon. How it works, I don't really like it in the very current moment. It's not very good. The way it works is it makes a loud beeping noise that can be heard from a decent amount of distance. I don't know if it's for everyone or just the person who planted it, but when I put one down on the new map, I heard a really loud beeping when someone was arming the objective and didn't disable the motion tracker, which was kind of cool, so I could be like, they're arming, they're arming, they're arming. There's also a grenade launcher for Assault, which I like. I kind of like it, but it's a little finicky as is. First off, reloading it feels clunky. It's hard to reload. Like, you have to grab the barrel, you have to hold trigger, you have to pull it out, and then put the actual grenade in, then do the same thing but in reverse. And it's weird. But you can also use it, like, if you know there's an enemy hiding behind, like, a corner or something, and they're close enough to the corner, you can shoot them and kill them with the splash damage from the grenade launcher. It's also kind of like a weaker but longer range version of the C4. I don't know if it can explode objects, though. I haven't figured that out yet. And also, it doesn't really work at close range, which is kind of a good thing, because I would have blown myself up like 5 times at least. And onto the actual map, which is Tunnels Rush, which, frankly, it just fits perfectly. That map already felt like a Rush map, especially if you're playing on a really good team or a really bad team. It just feels like a Rush map. They're pushing from their objective. There are 4 stages in it. The first one is in, like, the outside area with the building, with, like, the buildings and the weird, like, pavilion area. That's the first objective. Then the second one is in like that little T junction in the entrance to the tunnels over by that area. Third objective is by the B site in Conquest with like the two ATVs up top and the other end of the C site tunnel. And then the fourth objective is on C site. But it's not in like the building where the Conquest objective is. It's in like the actual drill area, like the bottom level of the drill. It's kind of weird. And there's also some map changes that I just feel like really nice to make it flow better. That honestly I'm kind of sad aren't in Conquest. Like it would fit perfectly in Conquest, the changes they made. And it just feels great. I mean, one of the big issues I had in tunnels is if you're not in like the specific like couple square feet where there's actual combat, there's nothing going on unless like someone manages to slip by on like an ATV or something. But most of the time there was like combat in only one or two areas total. But now there's a lot more concentrated combat because nobody's trying to sneak around to get to their objectives. They're just fighting in one place, and it feels great. This map, I don't think they need to do two objectives for it, unlike on Paradise Rush. That definitely needs two objectives to it, but it still feels pretty solid. Good job, Triangle Factory. Keep up the good work.